What interested you in working with Habitat for Humanity or just coming to Seattle in general?
So I just graduated from college in May, and I was interested in doing something hands-on, but not jumping into the real world yet. And Habitat seemed like a good fit. I was always interested in Habitat and never got a chance to do it in college because I was super busy.
So I was interested in Habitat because I thought it'd be a good way to get construction experience and learn it on the job instead of taking classes. So that was my main reason for joining Habitat, was to get some more construction experience and see what that was like.
At Habitat specifically, I went to school for architecture, so I'm enjoying learning about the building process and understanding more of what I'm drawing. Like, it's been awesome to physically build things that I used to be drawing, or I will be in the future drawing.
Nice, nice. So what was your most rewarding day on site, would you say?
One of the most rewarding days at Habitat was on repairs. We had a home preservation event, and that was really cool because we helped out 5 different families. On this specific site, I don't know if I have a specific day, but I think any day working with partner families is really cool, super rewarding, and because they're all really, really excited that we're building a house for them.
One of my favorite days on site is anytime I get to teach someone how to use a power tool. I love getting to teach someone for the first time to use a tool like that and to see them light up when they use it and feel accomplished at the end of the day. So there's a lot of days like that but those are my favorite, when I get to teach someone a new tool.
There was one day when one of the homeowners, and she's actually the homeowner that I'm in charge of her unit now, but I remember one day we were framing the closet downstairs on the first floor, and we both had cut the studs wrong 3 times. And then she was reassuring me and herself that she was just like, I love it when we make mistakes, because then you learn the most from when you're making mistakes.
Yeah, I think that's a super great attitude to have towards mistakes in general. So what do you think it means to be a woman homeowner? Do you think that means a lot for her to come and work on these homes and then eventually move into them?
Yeah, I think it's very impactful and powerful, and just you can see how different and how amazing it is to be a woman in this day and age, and that it's acceptable and welcoming even.
How do you feel you can use this construction experience after your AmeriCorps term?
I plan to use this experience. I'm not sure exactly what my career is going to look like after AmeriCorps, but I just plan to use the experience of hands-on work and knowledge and fixing things, just moving forward.
I'm gaining some very valuable leadership skills at this job, leading volunteers, and obviously learning to do things, especially right now we're doing finish work, and those are all things that are going to be super valuable when I hopefully own a house one day. This is definitely, I've learned a lot, and it's going to help me a lot with becoming an architect one day, and whatever, even though it's going to be different in the future and I'm going to be designing different things, I feel like this has given me a good foundation to build off of.
And switching gears, what is a tool on site that you would love to own for your own personal reasons?
Definitely a saw. Maybe, I think a table saw, but it's also the scariest. One of the scariest, yeah, we'll go table saw.
I think the multi-tool is my favorite tool. It's just very versatile. I can use it for anything, and it's a tool I didn't know existed until I started working for Habitat, and it's saved a lot of little mess ups, so I like that tool a lot.
That's a difficult one. I'm a big fan of the multi-tool. That's basically a tool that has just a flat blade on the end, so you can cut things that are already in place. It's super useful when you're doing many projects, any sorts of projects.
What do you do outside of the construction site? What are some hobbies or interests you have?
Well, now is particularly difficult to find things to do, but I really enjoy reading, and I really enjoy doing puzzles. Yeah, usually have a puzzle consistently set up at our house.
Outside of the construction site, I like to camp and rock climb. And then when there's not a pandemic going on, I play rugby.
I like to draw. I like going for hikes and for walks.
What would you tell other women that might feel uncomfortable or like just maybe a little scared to come out to site? What would you tell them to kind of dispel those fears?
I would tell them that it's a lot of fun. Nobody knows what they're doing, so they should come out even if they don't think they know what they're doing. And it's a great atmosphere. It's a great empowering atmosphere. That's what we try to do. We try to teach everyone like they've never done anything before, and that's how we'll teach everyone that comes out to the site.
A lot of the worries and like hesitations for women to come out on site is just all in our heads, and I think that women are powerful and they can do whatever they set their mind to.
I would say it's definitely scary, but I would say go for it. I think just go for it. Things are changing and world is changing, society is changing very quickly and has changed, and it's a lot more common nowadays to see women on a construction site. And I mean, here, all three of AmeriCorps here are women, so it's super motivating, and people are generally pretty accepting of it nowadays, and especially at Habitat.
And in thinking about women out at site, last question, as a part of Lowe's International Women Build Week and Women's Day, what does Women Build mean to you?
In the fall, I had the pleasure of being part of another women build that we had, and I think it's super powerful to have women come out, and you have people come out who have never swung a hammer before, and we have people who come out who have also done other things, but they're all really excited to be out here. And
women can do anything that they set their mind to. Women can build amazing things, and they can do whatever they have the courage to do.
To me, Women Build is looking out on the construction site and not seeing 90% men and seeing 90% women. So that's between our construction site, the trades program, everyone that comes out on the site. I'd rather see it 90% women rather than 90% men. So I think International Women Build is just setting that standard of that's what the week's gonna look like, and that's what, in my opinion, the whole year should look like on a construction site.